What a glorious first day of autumn, leaves falling, and the main question on my mind today, Thursday, September 22nd, is, has the Nevada County Sheriff's Office also cleared Samantha Smith as a person of interest in the Kiely Rodni case, just like they officially cleared Jagger Westfall, Kiely Rodni's ex-boyfriend, of any wrongdoing? That was the big thing in the past couple of days when the Sun, the U.S. Sun publication, came out with a direct quote from the Nevada County Sheriff's Office claiming that Jagger Westfall was interviewed early on in the investigation and cleared as a person of interest. And I was so glad they cleared him. If you guys watch Plunder on YouTube, you know I've been defending Jagger from the beginning when he started getting hate on TikTok and all these bad comments on Instagram. So they kind of went over that. Marathon's coming. They kind of went over that in the article from the Sun. So that's been confirmed that Jagger is not a person of interest. You know, it's not like the police necessarily made him one. Of course, internet sleuths who wanted to create the love triangle between Sami Smith and Jagger Westfall from the beginning started blaming Jagger and Sami for Kiely's demise. And we have no evidence that that happened. So I'm wondering, what will this PIO come back and say about Sami? Those orange horse balls, yellow thingies, I think they're called that thing. And there's more, apparently, from that tree. Whoa, what is happening? Assange? Anyway, it's like they can break a car's windshield. What will be said about Sami? That's why I search for truth. Thankfully, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office has been pretty responsive, and even though they did deny what News Nation claimed, when News Nation said they would hope to give us an update in the Kiely Rodni case next week, quote, which was last week, which means this week, it appears we're not really getting any kind of official update. I watched that thing turn into a game of telephone. News Nation said they hope to provide an update next week. Well, that turned into people claiming, okay, we're definitely getting an update next week. And it turned into, we're definitely getting a press release and a presser next week, when someone with the sheriff's office may have just been speaking offhandedly, maybe to a reporter at News Nation. And I hope that reporter, I don't know who it is, but I hope they can pull their audio or their notes to let us know who exactly claimed that, because when the sheriff's office comes back and denies that they ever gave that update, of course it makes the publication look bad and untrue. But I hope they can pull that to see who exactly said it. But in essence, we did really get an update this week, and that update was, come on around, girl. And that update was, I guess I'll have to try and go your way. I'm not the dog whisperer. But that update was that Jagger is clear. So technically we did get an update. I see a dog down there. But hopefully they will answer my email now about Sami Smith being cleared. And you know, no one wants to bug the sheriff's office. I want them to be able to do their job, you know, effectively, efficiently. Hopefully they go ahead and put future updates just right there on their Facebook page, like they previously did in a post. You know, of course they're doing this because they want to protect Jagger, as he should be protected. He's this young man who is experiencing a lot of vitriol from people who just decided he was guilty of something and decided he was lying and decided all these things without any proof or evidence. So hopefully, since Sami Smith is a main character in this unfortunate tragic saga also, hopefully the sheriff's office can clear her as well, just those main two, and hopefully people don't go down the list, is Kate cleared? What about Max? What about this? And all these ancillary characters in a way. Hopefully, if they just answer the main two and we just wait until November 1st or later to get the full report, it'll calm everyone down. I am just willing to believe, despite other perhaps missteps, I'm willing to accept that authorities truly did check Jagger's whereabouts. They performed their due diligence. They've confirmed he was nowhere near the party or Prosser Creek or any of that, not at the sanctuary, despite that misquote in an article, which I believe has been taken down. So despite all of that, I'm willing to accept that they've done their due diligence with Jagger. And some people still aren't believing it, just because of the way they phrased it. Because they said early in the investigation, they interviewed Jagger, and he's not a person of interest. Well, some people are interpreting that as early in the investigation he wasn't, but maybe now he is. And I don't read it that way at all. So it's interesting. Maybe in a person's mind, when they believe someone is guilty, they just don't want to accept that they're innocent. And hopefully, as soon as they get back to me on the Sami Smith POI question, I will, isn't that weird? PIO, POI. Anyway, once the PIO gets back to me on my Sami Smith POI question, I'll create a video on Plunder and put that up and talk about some other things which I found curious, like this old news report, like this early news report, which spoke about two different ways. They were literally there at Prosser Family Campground. Two different ways Kiely could have driven into the water. And all this time, one road out, one way she could have driven. And maybe that's true. I don't know if at that point, they should have known they were local. And I'll put this video on Plunder, but they spoke about Kiely potentially driving two different ways to the water. I hope they were driving from the sanctuary and not from the wrong location. Once again, they should know they're local. I'm not. I'm trusting the local people to know where the heck everything is. So that's about it. I keep thinking of that verse, let no unwholesome talk come out of your mouth. Filthy, vulgar language. And also about don't give in to anger, malice. And slander is always in there somewhere with a lot of these Bible verses. So I always want to not slander anyone. And perhaps I am naive and I defend people to a fault. But I'm grateful the sheriff's office is clearing things up, clearing the names of people that have been cleared, so that when November 1st or later rolls around and we get the actual evidence from authorities, we will be able to tell, okay, either they say it's an accident, either they say it's a homicide, whatever they come back with, at least these kids, as I call them, young adults, won't have to suffer through the slings and arrows of horrible comments that they're getting. So stay tuned and we'll see what I come back with. Take care. Mandatory marathon long.